Chapter 2: The Role of Environment and Upbringing. Our environment and upbringing play a profound role in shaping who we are, how we think, and the decisions we make. From the moment we are born, the world around us begins to influence our beliefs, habits, and attitudes. For many, this influence can be a source of strength and opportunity. But for others, particularly those born into poverty, the environment can create barriers that feel insurmountable. This chapter focuses on two critical aspects of how environment and upbringing contribute to the poverty mindset: the impact of generational poverty and the phenomenon of learned helplessness. While these forces can be powerful, they are not unchangeable. By understanding their effects, you can begin to break free from their grip and create a new path for yourself and future generations. The weight of generational poverty. Generational poverty is a cycle that spans across families, often trapping individuals in the same struggles their parents and grandparents faced. It is not just about a lack of money. It is about the transmission of beliefs, habits, and behaviors that perpetuate poverty. When poverty is all you've ever known, it can feel like an unchangeable reality, a destiny you are powerless to escape. Imagine growing up in a household where money is always scarce, where conversations about bills are filled with stress and fear, and where dreams of a better life are dismissed as unrealistic. In such an environment, it's easy to internalize the belief that poverty is normal, that struggle is inevitable, and that wealth is something reserved for other people. These beliefs, passed down from one generation to the next, create a mental framework that keeps the cycle of poverty alive. But here's the truth: generational poverty is not a life sentence. While it may feel like an unbreakable chain, it is possible to break free. The first step is recognizing that the beliefs and habits you inherited are not your own. They are simply the product of your environment. You have the power to question them, to challenge them, and to replace them with new beliefs that serve you. The stories we inherit. One of the most powerful ways generational poverty is passed down is through the stories we inherit. These are the narratives we hear growing up, the lessons we absorb about money, success, and what is possible in life. For example, money doesn't grow on trees. Rich people are greedy. We're just not the kind of people who get ahead. You have to work yourself to the bone just to survive. These stories shape how we see the world and our place in it. If you grow up hearing that wealth is unattainable, or that success requires endless struggle, you are likely to carry those beliefs into adulthood. But here's the good news: just as these stories were passed down to you, you have the power to rewrite them. You can create new stories, stories of possibility, abundance, and success, that you can pass on to future generations. The invisible barriers of learned helplessness. Another powerful force that keeps people trapped in poverty is learned helplessness. This psychological phenomenon occurs when individuals come to believe that they have no control over their circumstances, even when opportunities for change are available. It is the mindset that says, "Why bother? Nothing I do will make a difference." Learned helplessness often develops in environments where people face repeated failures or obstacles. For example, if someone grows up in a community with limited job opportunities, poor schools, and high crime rates, they may come to believe that success is impossible, no matter how hard they try. Over time, this belief becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Because they believe they can't succeed, they stop trying, and as a result, they remain stuck. But here's the thing: learned helplessness is a lie. It is a false belief that keeps you from seeing the possibilities that exist. No matter how difficult your circumstances may be, you always have the power to take action, to make a change, and to move forward. The key is to recognize the lie for what it is and to replace it with a mindset of empowerment. Breaking the cycle. Breaking free from generational poverty and learned helplessness is not easy, but it is possible. It requires courage, determination, and a willingness to challenge the beliefs and habits that have been ingrained in you. Here are some steps to help you begin the process. Recognize the patterns. The first step to breaking the cycle is awareness. Take a close look at the beliefs and habits you've inherited from your environment and upbringing. Ask yourself, are these beliefs serving me, or are they holding me back? Are these habits helping me build a better future, or are they keeping me stuck? Challenge the beliefs. Once you've identified the beliefs that are holding you back, challenge them. For example, if you believe that wealth is only for the lucky or privileged, ask yourself, is that really true? Are there examples of people who have overcome similar circumstances to achieve success? By questioning your beliefs, you can begin to replace them with new ones. Take small steps. Breaking the cycle of poverty doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey that requires consistent effort. Start by taking small steps toward your goals, whether it's learning a new skill, saving a small amount of money, or seeking out mentors who can guide you. Each step you take builds momentum and brings you closer to the life you want. Surround yourself with positivity. Your environment has a powerful influence on your mindset. Seek out people, books, and experiences that inspire and motivate you. Surround yourself with individuals who believe in your potential and who encourage you to dream big. Rewrite your story. Remember, the stories you inherited are not set in stone. You have the power to create a new narrative for yourself and your family. Instead of focusing on what's missing, focus on what's possible. Instead of dwelling on past struggles, focus on the future you want to create. A message of hope. If you come from a background of generational poverty, it's important to remember that your past does not define your future. You are not bound by the beliefs and habits you inherited. You have the power to break the cycle, to rise above your circumstances, and to create a life of abundance and success. The journey will not be easy, and there will be challenges along the way. But every step you take is a step toward freedom, not just for yourself, but for future generations. By breaking free from the poverty mindset, you can become a beacon of hope for others, showing them what is possible when you refuse to let your environment define you. You are stronger than the circumstances you were born into. You are capable of more than you've been told, and you are worthy of a life filled with abundance, joy, and fulfillment. The power to change your life is within you. All you have to do is take the first step.